It is called Mask Up. We're going to learn a little bit about a sustainability problem that our community is having, and then we are going to use our skills and knowledge to solve that sustainability problem. What is a problem that is really impacting our community right now? I want you to think. If you said coronavirus, you are correct. Coronavirus is really impacting our community right now. We want to know, what do second graders need to know about COVID-19? Let's listen to a short read aloud so that we can learn more about the virus that causes COVID-19. So, I'm going to read a little bit of information about what is COVID-19. So, what is a virus? Viruses are a type of germ. They can survive inside any kind of life form, including animals and plants. When a virus makes its way inside a life form, it can make copies of itself. As a virus grows, it can make living things sick. Viruses are so small that they cannot be seen without a microscope. Microscopes can magnify viruses by 1,000 times. So friends, if you walk outside, could you see the coronavirus? No, because the virus is very, very small. You would need a microscope to see it. And if you use the microscope, this is what you would see. This little picture here is what the coronavirus looks like when it is magnified. So what are coronaviruses? A coronavirus is a type of virus that affects mammals and birds. While there are hundreds of kinds of coronaviruses, only 7 affect humans. The name coronavirus comes from the Latin word corona, meaning crown. Scientists gave it this name because of the crown-like points on the surface of the virus. So if you look, these little red knots look kind of like crowns, and that's why it's called the coronavirus. Most people have had a coronavirus at some point in their lives. Common coronaviruses can cause a runny nose, a sore throat, and a cough. So, what is COVID-19? In late 2019, a new coronavirus called COVID-19 began to make people sick in China. It was very contagious, which means it spread really quickly. It reached more than 170 countries by early 2020. COVID-19 was called a pandemic because of how quickly and easily it spread across the world. Wuhan, China. Many scientists believe that the COVID-19 began in bats. The first humans found with the virus lived in Wuhan, China. Italy. Italy is the first country to ask all of its people to stay home because of COVID-19. St. Kitts and Nevis. On March 24, 2020, St. Kitts and Nevis reported cases of COVID-19. It was the last place in the Americas to be virus-free. What are the symptoms of COVID-19? Many people have different reactions to COVID-19. Some people with COVID-19 will feel normal or only slightly ill. Other people get common symptoms like coughing, fever, and difficulty breathing. Some people may get severe symptoms. These include an infection in one or both lungs called pneumonia. Now, only about 5% of people infected with COVID-19 need to go to the hospital. Most people who get the coronavirus are able to stay at home and quarantine, but when they have difficulty breathing, they typically need help from the hospital. How does COVID-19 spread? COVID-19 usually spreads from one human to another. When an infected person coughs or sneezes, small droplets can land on others. Touching an infected person can also spread the virus. People can have COVID-19 for up to 14 days before they show signs of sickness. COVID-19 can survive in the air for up to 3 hours. The virus can also survive on surfaces and can spread when touched. COVID-19 can survive on various surfaces for different lengths of time. So the risk for different people. Certain people are more likely to become seriously ill from COVID-19 than others. Older adults have a hard time fighting off new diseases like COVID-19. Some people who already have other illnesses are also at a high risk. how does COVID-19 affect children? Most children under the age of 10 have little to no reaction to COVID-19. However, children can carry the virus and pass it on to others. In places where children have continued to play with their friends, the virus spread more quickly. Social distancing amongst children is important to help keep older people safe. And if you don't know, what is social distancing? Social distancing is an effort to slow or stop the spread of COVID-19. It is a practice of staying at least 6 feet away from anyone who does not live in the same home. By keeping a safe distance from others, it is difficult for COVID-19 to spread. Social distancing is proven to be one of the best ways to slow the spread of an illness during a pandemic. So, what did you learn about COVID-19? Think about what you know now that we've read a little bit of our book. We're going to talk more in PLT about how we can help solve our problem.